In the shadowy depths of the forest, a haunting sight emerges. A deer, once a symbol of grace and beauty, now a grotesque canvas of nature's darker side. Its hide, marred by a horrific barnacle wound, tells a chilling tale of survival and suffering. Picture thus a majestic creature, its once smooth coat now riddled with crusty, barnacle-like growths that cling stubbornly to its flesh, reminiscent of a shipwrecked vessel lost to the depths of the ocean. And as the camera zooms in, the viewer is drawn into the unsettling reality of this infestation, where the line between life and decay blurs in a shocking display of nature's cruelty. Barnacles, those seemingly innocuous crustaceans, have found an unlikely host in this unfortunate deer. These marine parasites, typically found on rocks and boats, have adapted to a terrestrial existence, latching onto the unsuspecting animal with a vice-like grip. The deer, perhaps seeking solace in a watering hole or a muddy patch, has unwittingly become a breeding ground for these relentless invaders. With each passing day, the barnacles proliferate, their hard shells digging deeper into the deer's skin, causing pain and infection. The once proud animal now bears the weight of this grotesque burden, struggling to navigate a world that has turned against it. As we delve deeper into the science of this infestation, we uncover the chilling fact that barnacles can thrive in the heart of the rugged plains, where the wind whispers secrets of survival. A solitary bison lumbers through the tall grass. But this is no ordinary bison. It bears a gruesome testament to the relentless forces of nature. A horrific wound, a gaping hole in its flank, reveals a nest of wasps, an infestation so grotesque that it sends shivers down the spine. As the camera zooms in, the viewer is confronted with a nightmarish tableau. The writhing mass of wasps, their bodies glistening in the sunlight, as they burrow into the flesh of this majestic beast. This shocking sight is not just a random occurrence. It is a chilling reminder of the brutal realities of life in the wild. Wasps, often misunderstood as mere nuisances, are voracious predators and scavengers. They seek out vulnerable hosts, and in this case, the bison's thick hide proved no barrier to their relentless pursuit. The wasps lay their eggs inside the wound, where the larvae feast on the soft tissue, creating a grotesque cycle of life and death. The bison, a symbol of strength and resilience, now becomes a host for these uninvited guests, a living buffet that illustrates the darker side of nature's design. As the larvae develop, they release enzymes that break down the tissues, causing immense suffering to the bison, which struggles to shake off its tormentors. Yet, in this macabre dance of survival, there lies a deeper truth. The wasps play their role in the ecosystem, serving as both predator and prey, contributing to the balance of life. However, the bison's plight raises unsettling questions about the intersection of human activity and the natural world. As habitats shrink and ecosystems become disrupted, such infestations may become more common, leading in the vast plains of North America, where the sun sets in a blaze of orange and gold. A creature roams that embodies the spirit of the wild. The bison, majestic and powerful, these gentle giants are often seen grazing in herds, their thick fur glistening under the sun. But today, we focus our lens on a particular bison, one that tells a story of survival against the odds, a story marred by a grotesque affliction. This bison, once a symbol of strength, now bears a horrific wound, a testament to the cruel realities of nature. Its back is a canvas of suffering, covered in barnacles. Yes, barnacles, those tiny, hard-shelled creatures that typically cling to rocks and ships, not the flesh of a living mammal. As we delve into this dark tale, we must confront the unsettling truth of how nature can turn against its own. Imagine, if you will, the bison standing in the sun, its massive frame casting a long shadow across the grasslands. But upon closer inspection, the beauty is marred by the sight of barnacles embedded deep into its skin. These uninvited guests, normally found in marine environments, have somehow found a way to latch onto this terrestrial beast. How did this happen? Barnacles are notorious for their ability to attach themselves to surfaces, using a powerful adhesive that can withstand the fiercest of tides. In this case, the bison's skin, perhaps already weakened by injury or illness, became a prime target for these opportunistic creatures. As the barnacles burrow into the bison's flesh, they create a grotesque scene. The bison, a creature of the land, now bears the burden of an infestation that is typically reserved for the ocean depths. Each barnacle, a tiny fortress, feeds off the bison's blood and nutrients, creating a festering wound that is both painful and debilitating. The bison's movements become sluggish, its once proud stance now a mere shadow of its former self. It struggles to graze, to roam, to be the king of the plains it once was. The barnacles, in their relentless pursuit of survival, have turned this noble creature into a mere host, a living buffet. This infestation is not merely a physical ailment, it is a harrowing reminder of the interconnectedness of life. The barnacles, while seemingly grotesque, are simply following their instinct to survive. They are a product of their environment, thriving in a world that often blurs the lines between predator and prey, host and parasite. As we observe this bison, we are confronted with the unsettling reality that nature is not always kind. It operates on a ruthless set of rules, where the strong survive and the weak suffer. This bison, caught in the web of its own existence, becomes a poignant symbol of the harshness of life. But what does this mean for us, the observers of this dark tableau? As we walk in the vast, sun-drenched savannas of Africa, where the air is thick with the scent of dry grass and the distant calls of wildlife echo, a chilling sight unfolds. Picture a cheetah, the epitome of grace and speed, now reduced to a grotesque figure, its sleek body marred by a horrific barnacle wound. This is not a scene from a horror film, it is a stark reality of nature's cruel hand. The cheetah, once a symbol of power and agility, now bears the burden of an infestation so disturbing it leaves the viewer both captivated and repulsed. The barnacles, typically found clinging to the hulls of ships and rocks along the shore, have made an unlikely home on the cheetah's skin, transforming it into a nightmarish canvas of living decay. As we delve deeper into this unsettling phenomenon, we uncover the dark side of nature's balance. Barnacles, those small, hard-shelled creatures, are notorious for their relentless pursuit of a host. In a bizarre twist of fate, they have latched onto the cheetah, embedding themselves into its flesh. This infestation is not merely a nuisance. It is a grotesque parasitic relationship that can lead to severe infections and even death. The barnacles, oblivious to the suffering they cause, thrive on the cheetah's body, feeding on its nutrients and draining it of vitality. Each barnacle, with its sharp edges and relentless grip, serves as a reminder of how nature can turn against even the most majestic of creatures. The cheetah's plight raises unsettling questions about the interconnectedness of life.